Hey, we got a cool day for us today. We're going to be going. I ended up buying, well, not buying, it was actually given to me, kind of a icon of my town, and it's the golf sign from the. Remember, I was talking about the County Line Farm and Garden Hardware. I was given the golf sign today, and both of them, and those have been hanging for 30 some odd years. And what I want to do is I want to illuminate them today. I want to make frames and just see how it works out. I got a bunch of material. I'm gonna show you what the signs look like there. I think they're like 5 foot by 5 foot. They're huge. These are the giant signs though. These are gonna look awesome. I put one on the outside of the building, one on the inside of the building, so that'd be kind of neat. And they're backlit. I'm gonna put LEDs in back. Just the cheapo ones you get from, Home Depot or whatever. It seems to illuminate evenly. So I'm going to put them, the unit's going to be inside, but I'm going to have it follow the golf sign. So even if it is a little distorted, it's going to go out. So it'll have golf and then it'll be shadowed if there's any shadows. But these things are cool. And again, the owner, I've been doing business over there for over 40 years, and he just, they were there, and what do you want for them? And he says, for you, you can have them. And I told him, I said, look, I don't feel right about that, but he was insistent. I said, I would have gave him $300 a piece for them. Those things are awesome. It'll look awesome in the shop, and we're just going to be doing. I'm thinking of putting them straight ahead. See that square in between, kind of centered, as I was talking to Joe, centered between the lift and the other lift, or even the door. I got a Harley Davidson, I got to move. I think I have enough room with the Trans Am, maybe pushing it up a little bit. I'll be requiring help of some extra people. So that'll be kind of neat. But before we get to that, I just want to let you guys know there's a guest star here. This right here is the famous Z07 race car that my son used to race, and he broke the wheel and kind of created a little damage on the other side. I'm going to walk over and show you. Here's the damage, and we threw an earlier model panel in there because the wheel came from here and blew apart and hit the hood here, went up in the air, hit right here, and then went sliding. And I'm going to show you a picture of that wheel real quick. These are Z07 wheels. These are 9 inches wide, 9.5 inches, 9.5, whatever it is. These things are steamrollers. But you can see the center has blasted right out. When he hit a curb at the racetrack, I think at high speed, or actually went off the road, and it broke the center, but he didn't break it on the track. A couple days later, this right here was his daily also, so he ended up cracking it, and the wheel went flying, and it's no fun. From what I understand, it's no fun driving on 3 wheels in a Corvette. So anyway, but today the task at hand is going to be making a frame backlit for our new signs. Now I have all this material that when I built the building, I was going to do all this metal and stuff like that, and I ended up doing really nice pine. But I have all this material, and it's all aluminum and metal. I think it's aluminum or galvanized metal. All this trim and all that, so I can make some really cool square frames that will be backlit. Now I was looking at we got another big video coming up too. We're gonna actually this winter I'm gonna insulate the whole garage, so I have to take everything apart. I'm gonna do one wall at a time, but as I do that, I'm gonna do it in OSB instead of drywall, because I'm not planning on heating this all the time. And drywall, believe it or not, when it's cold, hot, it starts absorbing moisture and it'll blow apart. So the OSB, right now the OSB is as cheap as drywall, and I'm not sure how it's gonna stay that way, but I'm gonna grab some of it right away. So that's another video for another time. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so I cut this aluminum stock. It's actually galvanized steel with painted, powder coated. We made it 72 and a half on the inside with 45-degree angles, and then screwed together. So, and what we did is, I'm going to walk out there in a minute. We attached it in such a way that it's going to get all of its strength through all four corners, and I'll show you what I'm talking about there. And it's cool. I think it's the first time we ever showed you the back of the garage. You got all sorts of stuff going on in here too. Got our little $100 Pathfinder that we beat the crap out of. You'll see a video on that. Here's our nice little tractor. Here's the golf sign, and here is the Here is the frame, and if you look real close, you'll see that it's all face screwed into the siding itself. Now, as I said, I was going to use a cheapo LED, which I did. Those are $14 a piece, so when it finally dies, I'll just put another one in there. Now, if you look real close, we're going to go up there. There's a little lip I was telling you about. Inside is 72, it's supposed to be 72 and a quarter. I made it 72 and a half. And it fits right inside here. It's getting all strength from here, top. It's all face screwed in. And then I took a hole saw and I put a hole in the wall and the siding. And I do have this little bung that I'm popping in there. So, and we have our little extension cord. I know it's not exactly OSHA. One day I might actually, hook it up, but it's all solid state. It's not going to get wet. If it does, it's all waterproof. These things are supposed to be waterproof. So that's how that's going to be. It's on, and we're going to take this. Now, if you look at the lip, there's a lip there. Oops. Let me see if I can focus. Anyway, there's a lip there, and it's going to sit inside that lip, so it's going to get all of its strength through the whole perimeter of the frame itself. So I'm going to go grab Jason to see if he can give me a hand. We did test fit it. We were halfway screwed in. We test fitted everything. It is nice and square. We measured the corners to corner. It's a 102 and 3/4 on both sides. I think we're off by an 1/8 of an inch, but that's fine. We have a half inch all the way around to deal with. It's nice and level. We put the level on the bottom because I don't want to make it a little bit crazy. So, and I'm going to caulk this from the inside. And that's going to be how it's going to be there. I'm very happy with how that worked out. And we're going to put this sign together. I could drill some more holes, and it's just going to be held in by the sides and then held into here. And it's going to be extremely strong because it's going to have probably 40 screws in it, or maybe not many, maybe that many, but at least 20. So it's it's pretty wind coefficient. Not worried about wind getting in the back of it or like that because it's sealed up on the sides. We do have drainage on the bottom, and we have a little cap on the top. But the rain is going to come, I gotta have a gutter here, obviously. Even when it pours right now, it'll miss everything. So I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, now that we got the perimeter all done, we have it sitting up there, and we're going to finish up drilling and putting more screws in. We're going to use the OSHA approved bucket lift with the OSHA approved Jason, and I'm going to OSHA approve the operation of the vehicle. And if OSHA is watching, we are in Mexico. got it. We don't want to smell. Don't want to hurt the environment. We don't have an electric one yet.
We had another dull one.
Yeah. Yeah, these are one-use screws, I'll tell you, because they, when they're dull, they're dull. This would be a nice little backlight for when we're working out here, and you know, the Gulf side gives off a romantic glow. Is the numbers moving?
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do is there's a little bit of a bow. We're just sucking it in a little bit. Again, all the planning in the world, and you'll still have issues. That's just the way it goes. Excellent.
And then you want the other?
Yeah, just for a safety kind of thing. Never know how much wind. I don't like the wind. And I'm not going to do the other one today. We'll do that. That'll be another project for next week. As long as it's nice. It actually looks pretty darn professional.
It does look nice.
Yeah, there was a gentleman over there trying to tell me how to do everything, and he reminds me of Mr. Bojangles. The old don't gotta pop the piss in kind of person. And he's giving me life advice. Frame ain't going nowhere.
Where's it gonna go? Alright, get me the hell down here. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I told you.
The Gulf sign, I smile because they don't have signs like that anymore.
Finito.